The FBI is investigating after a pair of suspicious letters sent to the Pentagon were found to contain a deadly poison. And the Secret Service announced late Tuesday it is investigating a suspicious envelope that was addressed to the president. CBS News national security correspondent David Martin has the latest.
Two letters, one addressed to the Secretary of Defense and the other to the Chief of Naval Operations, tested positive for the poison ricin. They arrived yesterday at this Pentagon mail facility constructed after 9/11 to screen packages for explosives and suspicious substances. Even in this electronic age, it processes some 13,000 pieces of mail each day. The two letters were sent to the FBI lab at Quantico for more sophisticated analysis. It is not uncommon for substances which initially test positive to come up negative in the lab. Ricin is a powder made from the castor bean and can cause death within 36 to 72 hours if inhaled or ingested. The CDC says it can only be manufactured deliberately, not created by accident.
David Martin joins me now from the Pentagon. David, has there been any reaction to this from the Secret Service?
Well, the Secret Service has confirmed that they received a suspicious package at the White House mailing facility, which is not located at the White House, but is quite some distance away. And they make the point this suspicious package never entered the White House. The contents of that package have now been turned over to the FBI. And the FBI will do what it always does when it gets these suspicious packages. It will take them to their lab at Quantico, Virginia, to try and confirm exactly what the substance is. Of course, the suspicion is that it is ricin, which is a poison made from the castor bean, because two letters arrived on the same day, Monday, at the Pentagon mail facility, and they tested positive for ricin. They too are being sent to the FBI lab at Quantico to confirm that, but you can obviously see there's a pattern here. A letter to the Commander-in-Chief, a letter to the Secretary of Defense, and a letter to the Chief of Naval Operations, all of them suspected, at least, of containing this poison ricin, which, if inhaled or ingested, can, under certain circumstances, be fatal.
Well, David, what more can you tell us about the screening process for letters and packages coming into the Pentagon and White House?
Well, I know what it is for the Pentagon. I can assume it's at least that good, or if not better, for the White House. And at the Pentagon, it was a consequence of 9/11 and the realization that the Pentagon really was not prepared to defend itself against all the different means that terrorists might use to attack the Pentagon. So one of the things they did was build a separate mail handling facility that is still on the Pentagon grounds, but is entirely separate from the building I'm standing in front of now. And that's where all the mail comes in initially, and it's a lot of mail, about 800,000 letters a year, 75,000 packages a year. And in there they have various scanning devices, and there are literally people in hazmat suits who are going through those letters one by one to see if they contain any suspicious substance or give any sign that they might pose a danger to the person in the Pentagon they're addressed to. Once they're cleared, they then go into a separate delivery room and then make their way over here to the Pentagon.
Well, do the Pentagon and other federal buildings experience these kinds of package scares often?
Not often, but they happen. The last one that happened on my beat was at a place called Henderson Hall, which is across the highway from the Pentagon, and a package was received there which had a suspicious substance. That's a Marine office building. 11 Marines reported symptoms. They had itching palms, bleeding nose, and nausea. 3 of the 11 were even taken to the hospital for observation. That substance was, as this substance will be, sent to the FBI lab at Quantico. But in that case, the test came back negative. So nobody knows what caused it. Do you call that a false alarm if 11 people get sick anyway? I don't know.
Yeah, it was certainly, though, really troubling development to hear about these letters. David Martin at the Pentagon for us. David, thank you.
Sure thing.